Hello, speech pathologists and future educators alike. If you clicked on this video, that means that you're about to go into your career, change your environment completely, and you are terrified, anxious, and nervous. And that's completely okay. You taking this step to look into success tips and understanding how to be your best self is the first step to becoming our best self. So take what resonates. Thank you for listening, and hopefully, we can help each other and grow together. So, a little bit about me because you do want to know about the person that you're about to be taking advice from. Um, I am a sophomore at the University of West Georgia. My name is Eileen, and this semester I've gotten 12 hours of field experience, which includes a combination of interviews and shadowing in speech pathology clinics specifically. Um, I am also originally from Germany. I moved here when I was 12, and when I moved here, I couldn't speak a lick of English. So I had a speech pathologist myself, and she was amazing. She helped me learn English in 2 months. I know it's crazy. 2 months is such a short time, but we did it. Um, and she was the most warm, understanding and caring person that I have ever encountered, which influenced and fueled me to become a speech pathologist myself. Um, with that experience, I really appreciated how easy she made it for me to integrate into a society that I knew nothing about. So I'm hoping to do that for my clients as well. Specifically in this presentation, we'll be connecting educational psychology theories to personalized theories to help you build an ethical foundation of what type of teacher you want to become and how you want to become that type of teacher. Okay, so the top 5 lessons I learned through my experience. So, um, the main thing and the first thing that I learned from speaking to different CCC SLPs and educators alike is that you will have to connect with your inner child. Um, as SLPs, we do get a little bit more of a one on one based experience, as we're educators sometimes have to deal with 30, 40 at once. And I commend you guys, that's difficult. But when you are with a child or when you are with your client, because age ranges change, you want to create a fun and loving environment, and this will require you to tap into your inner child, especially when you're working with the youngins, because you guys will be playing games and learning all at once. It's very important. With that being said, your clients will be very diverse, age, complexity, needs, anything. It will require some patience and some understanding from you to learn and to grow with the client. Um, it is all about your client. It's not about you. So sorry to tell you this, but everything you do will be about bettering your client or wanting what's best for your client. So, a lot of times you will put hard work into your lessons, into your assessments, and your client will not like it and won't want to do it. And that can be hard for some people, but let the failure fuel your success. Keep trying. You guys will find something that works, and you'll be happier when it does work. Um, Speaking of that, a way to avoid personalizing your failure is by having a good work life balance. Make that balance important so that you don't take any emotions from home into your work. Children are very good energy readers and will know if something is off. Alrighty, so motivation in speech language pathology is incredibly important, and it is so multifaceted because not only do you need to focus on the motivation of your clients, you need to start with focusing on your personal motivation. Why do you want to become an SLP? Why do you want to be an educator? Why do you want to make an impact in someone's life? They're very important questions, and you can fight some of those feelings of nervousness by continuing to remind yourself why you do what you do. During my field experience and the interviews, I heard a multitude of reasons as to why SLPs become SLPs. So, really take some time to sit with yourself and understand why you want to do this. Now, for your clients, there are several theories that you could choose to connect motivation to your clients. However, in my experience, I've noticed that adults are more intrinsically motivated and get their motivation from being open and honest, whereas children are more extrinsically motivated and enjoy getting outside sources of motivation. For adults and children alike, honest feedback connects to the self determination theory and fuels their intrinsic motivations. Being honest and allowing your client to be self determined will help to improve their self esteem and self efficacy incredibly. Knowing that they can do things on their own with your guidance and with their help and with their continuous positive reinforcement, it lets them blossom and flourish in ways that'll make you love your job. During my field experience, I was able to see just how diverse clientele can be. And this is kind of a small town. So if you're in a bigger town, in a bigger city, it might be even more diverse. So it is super, super, super important to understand and tailor motivation strategies for diverse clients. Get to know your client, understand what makes them happy, what motivates them, and what makes them say, no, I don't like this at all. Okay, so for some success tips for speech language pathologists, always, always, always try new things. Like I said, your client might not like everything, but regardless of that, and with the possibility of ever evolving technology, there is a multitude of apps that you can use, different games that you can use, just to name off a few. Um, there are some apps called Articulation Station, Speech Tutors, Plingo, Apraxia Therapy, so many things that you can use to help you have fun in your session and to learn. As I mentioned earlier, connection to educational theories is very important in building an ethical foundation for what type of teacher you want to become. So, some theories like the expectancy value theory, which, to give an example of what the expectancy value theory is, you right now are watching videos to help you be successful in your new career. So, after you're done watching these videos, you will most likely go to work and think, I'm going to do better. I took the time, and therefore you will do better. Now, for your clients and your students, if they're thinking, oh no, I'm going to do terrible, I'm not going to make any progress, what will most likely happen? So, it is our job to, most importantly, build on their self-efficacy and self-esteem. And this is mostly harbored on older clients because they're not as easily tricked by trinkets and treats. So it is a really good idea to be honest with them and to help them improve their self-esteem. And to include more of a personal opinion, I would like to see us as future educators try to stem out from tricking and treating little kids and trying to connect them with their intrinsic selves as well. It's a very important stage in life that we get the pleasure to take a part in, so it'd be nice to help them grow in different ways. One of the core messages from my experiences is the significance of building strong relationships. This connects deeply with social cognitive theories like Bandura's and Vygotsky's. Both of these theories speak about the relationship between observation and modeling and how they play a primary role in why and how people learn. During my field experience at a comprehensive community center, I specifically saw these two theories in play and how the SLP's clients looked up to them and mimicked the things that they did, especially when it comes to speaking. They have to mimic each other, so it draws these theories even deeper. And as you're modeling, make sure to be supportive and to be encouraging and to help them learn and grow. Assessments are like the heartbeat of education. Um, they show that you have been able to progress with your client and can track growth. Um, During my field experience, I noticed that the clinics that I was at specifically had a combination of formative assessments and a summative assessment for their client to be discharged. But it seemed most beneficial to have formative assessments and not to word it as, hi, today you're going to be having a very important formative assessment, and to let your client know, hey, today we're going to be trying something new and let's see how it works out. And this has significantly reduced performance anxiety. While in my field experience, I really made it a point to check in with the SLPs and see what challenges they're having and how maybe we can take a stand against it. And one of the main things that I heard about was the norm referenced assessments and how it doesn't necessarily measure everything that needs to be measured. A clinician's opinion is also very important and should be more included. However, it is not right now, so it would be nice for us to propose alternatives and make a change in the future. And that's just to be honest about some of the challenges you might come across. The integration of Vygotsky's theory will be mentioned often as it is mentioned on ASH's website, which is a holy grail for speech pathologists. Lacking your voice is something that hinders our clients from getting that social interaction. So it's important for us to personalize our education and integrate social interactions to help our clients grow. Could you imagine feeling so many things and being unable to properly communicate them? To bring all these tips together, the core message is to authentically teach through understanding, building relationships, utilizing a balanced approach to assessment, and catering to diverse learners, as well as using suitable educational psychology theories to build an ethical foundation to your teachings and bridging the gap between theory and practice. To come to a conclusion, your personal motivation is very important. There's always a difference between educators that are motivated intrinsically and to those who do not care. So make sure to be one that cares about their jobs. And I have a feeling that if you're watching this video, of course you do. So don't let my opinion on that change the way you see things. Also, create bonds, get to know your clients, get to understand them. You'll find so much beauty in other people and learn what your client does and does not like so that you guys can grow together properly. Be honest with your clients. No growth will take place unless there's some honesty and some showing of room for improvement. This will enforce the self-determination theory, which, as you guessed it, is a theory about self-determination, and that will further bleed into your client's self-esteem and self-efficacy and the way that they see themselves and they're wanting to try and to learn more. Remember that this is everyone's first time living. We're all learning. You were a child once. You know what you would have liked to see as a child. So be that person that you didn't get to have as a kid. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you learned something valuable from my presentation. And good luck. I'm sure that you will make an amazing impact.